This is recorded yesterday, April 6th, and I'm delighted to resume sharing these pause and listens with you each week. Linnell and I had a successful trip to Kenya, and it was good to just be with our family there for 3 weeks and be Pop and Nama with our grandchildren for a time while their parents were leading a student trip. We accomplished what Linnell and I needed to do as we brought closure to some strong attachments to previous times of serving at Rift Valley Academy. And while we were there, we were given some unexpected blessings as we reconnected with students and parents and staff that we had ministered to before at the school. But it is good to be back in Pagosa. And as we begin this pause and listen, I encourage you now just to do whatever you can to actually pause. Slow down your movements. Even more importantly, put the rush of thoughts on hold and just focus on the presence of the Lord who is with you. He says in Isaiah, "Fear not, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." That's Isaiah 41:10. "And the Lord your God is in your midst, a mighty one who will save. He will rejoice over you with gladness. He will quiet you by his love." That's Zephaniah 3:17. Have you ever thought about the calming effect of God's love for you? Just take a couple moments and let his great love occupy your thoughts and grip your heart once again, and just see if there's not a calming effect on your soul. Last Sunday morning, we explored Jesus' parable of the fig tree in Luke 13. And this story contains an expression of love. The owner of the vineyard comes looking for fruit again for the third year and doesn't find any. The vineyard keeper expresses love by coming to the defense of the tree and asking for more time. And the vineyard keeper is committed to lovingly provide special care for that tree in the months ahead. And he believes in the possibility that this tree can truly bear fruit. It's not a hopeless situation. This reminds me of part of the description of love in 1 Corinthians 13. In verse 7 it says that love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. That's the heart of the vineyard keeper toward the tree. That's the heart of the vineyard keeper toward you. Once again, just listen to Jesus give an illustration of love and focus on what the vineyard keeper says and what he plans to do for the tree. For you. Imagine that the vineyard keeper is talking about you. Here's the parable. And Jesus began telling this parable. A man had a fig tree which had been planted in his vineyard, and he came looking for fruit on it and did not find any. And he said to the vineyard keeper, "Behold, for 3 years I have come looking for fruit on this fig tree without finding any. Just cut it down. Why does it even use up the ground?" And the vineyard keeper answered and said to him, "Leave it alone, sir, for this coming year, while I dig around it and put in fertilizer. And if it bears fruit next year, everything will be fine. But if it doesn't, then we'll cut it down." Pause and let the love of this vineyard keeper sink in. He is providing time and special care for the fruit that the tree or the fruit that you were designed to bear, to come forth. Listen for him to say something to you now, to your spirit, about what he is doing for you.